Welcome back, John.
Thank you.
I'm sure you talked about this after Saturday's game a lot, but what has Morgan's kind of surge here meant for your team lately?
Yeah, I think probably there's a lot of things in every season that improve the trajectory of your team. And every year at Media Day, we talk about surprising players. Mo's been that player for sure. And I think her and B together have given us a post presence that we honestly didn't know if we'd have or not. And I think Morgan's done a great job. She's efficient. She knows exactly what she can do. She avoids what she can't do. And I think Coach Shaban and Coach Steyer have done an amazing job daily getting her to a point where she's become a real asset for our team.
Reminds me a little bit of Brittany Wilkins. She was
Yeah.
on the bench for a long time, but when she got her chance.
Yeah, that came up in a staff meeting. Those days, to be honest with you, I thought were over. There's no kid's going to wait their turn anymore. If I don't get it today, I'm going to the portal. But Mo's waited her turn, and she's the kind of kid that's she's very, very bright. She's very focused, and she came into the year, and you just look around and go, they need me, and to her credit, we all want an opportunity, and she got that opportunity, and she's not going to give it back, I don't think. So, really, really proud of her.
Would mention that you've challenged the team to not be satisfied with the start you have and to keep pushing themselves. Do you think this team will respond well to that?
John, I do. What I've challenged them is, anything that goes well in life, your job, your personal life, school, basketball, you don't want it to end. And to assume that it's just going to continue just because is ridiculous. So it's like, it sounds kind of contradictory maybe, but I think when things are going well, you got to work harder. You got to do more. You can't do less. And because I think at some point it's going to go the other way. And I don't care what it is. And that's what we try to talk about. And again, it's not just basketball. It's everything you do that, when it's going well, how do I keep it there? And then when it goes the other way, at least you have habits of, okay, I know what we need to do to be successful. And, I know our kids, will do what they can, and our time's coming, and we're going to lose games, and those things are going to happen too. But overall, I think they have a great understanding of why they've been successful and what can still be done moving forward.
Is that one of the great things about coaching anything, that no matter how good things are going, you can point to, hey, here's a 5-minute stretch of defense was bad. Here's, hey, someone isn't shooting well. There's always something, and it's not nitpicking. It's something you can add.
Yeah, no, I think that is probably, when you're coaching, you're never happy. I mean, you're always looking for the perfect game, the whatever. There's always that moment because it's something bad's coming, so you want to prepare for it as best you can. And when it doesn't go that way, learn from it and then rebound quickly. And that's the thing about basketball is you got to get going to the next one. Whether just because we won Saturday doesn't mean you win Tuesday, and if you lose Tuesday doesn't mean you need to lose the next one. And I think that's part of it, and it's the learning curve that every team goes through. And now you look at it, and we're on to the second half of the season, and it goes really, really, really quickly once the games come. And I think our players have a great understanding of that.
The win at Oklahoma, a hostile environment, up-and-coming team, they really wanted to beat you guys, but you guys held them off. What does that do now as you hit the road? Maybe confidence for your girls to say, hey, we won at a hard place.
Those are always important. I think anytime, we always talk about that in basketball. I remember when Coach Floyd was here, he kept his own standings, and it was you get a +1 if you win on the road. And it wasn't just a win, it was a +1. And we've always kind of kept that in mind. So, those kinds of things are really, really important. And, Oklahoma's a very good team, obviously. So I think the way we played, we started terribly, came back, didn't play well to start the fourth quarter, hung on. What we've tried to get our team to understand is there's certain things that travel, how hard you play, how you focus, the things that you can do. Still says Iowa State on the jersey. Might be different color, but it's still the same thing, and that's the way we're going about our business.
How is Ashley's game involved? Because ever since she got here, she could put up numbers. But is there anything that she's added to her repertoire?
No, I think a couple things. Number one, I think she passes the ball better. It's still a work in progress. I mean, she's seeing so many double teams. It's incredible. I think her three-point shooting, even though she hadn't shot it great the last couple games, I think that's improved a lot. People have off nights or nights. That's fine. I'm not worried about it. And I think she's really worked hard to be a defender. She was a defensive liability as a freshman, like most freshmen. They can't spell it, let alone play it, and they don't care to play it. They didn't get recruited to play defense. They got recruited because they could score. And but I think Ash is figuring out that. And then I think the last thing, Rob, is she's really found a way to get to the free throw line a lot more, and that's offensive rebounding, attacking the basket. So you're always evolving, I think, and I think that when your best players buy into the nuance of getting better, that sends a message to the whole team, and Ash has certainly done that.
Is there a silver lining in the fact that she's shooting it a shade lower than she has established in the past, knowing that that's probably going to come up, and even though she's putting up double-double after double-double,
Yeah.
that there's maybe some explosions coming?
Yeah, I mean, I think you certainly hope that, and I think that when you see, nothing's changed with her, and that's the great thing about her. There's some kids that they struggle and their head goes down, and they're going to quit shooting or whatever. I mean, that's not Ash's mentality. It's, she goes, 0 for 5, and, if you say to her, hey, you'll make the next one, she looks at you like, yeah, and it's going up. I mean, it's not like she's going to quit shooting it, so I'm not worried about it. And she's in the gym all the time working out. And nothing's changed, and I think that's a good thing for her. I think for, you guys know I'm a big baseball guy. She's got a closer's mentality. She gives up a home run, and as a Cardinal fan, we gave up a lot of those in the 8th and 9th innings, but you want the ball the next day. And I think that's how she is. Just give me the ball, and I'll find a way to make a play. And you do hope that there's one of those, 6 for 9s coming at the right time.
Coach, I want to ask you real quick about your guards.
Mm-hmm.
3 kind of sophomore guards leading the way, which is kind of rare nowadays. A lot of times you have a senior leading the way, but college basketball, how important are those guards? And they're really kind of, dominating right now at some point.
Yeah, I mean, our guard play is as good as anyone. I don't know that anyone could say it's better. I'm not going to say it's the best, but they're efficient. They can do a lot of different things. Emily Ryan's turning out to be the kind of point guard that Iowa State fans are used to seeing. We got a wall full of them up there, and she'll be on that wall someday. And Lexi Donarski's becoming a great defender who can score the ball for us, gives us some athleticism. I've said many times, Aubrey Jones is now Aubrey Jones. She's not Ashley Jones's little sister. And, I think as we're getting Maggie back healthy, that helps. So, yeah, you can never have enough guards, and I think that's the nature of the game now. Spread the court, positionless basketball, all that stuff. And, even though our kids are young, they've played a lot of basketball. So it's a good balance. They're learning, but we threw them out there last year, and they hung on pretty well. And so far, so good this year.
What makes Aoka Lee so good?
I think with her, Dave, it's like her positioning is really good. She does exactly what you want big kids to do. She catches the ball on the block, she turns and makes layups. And their system, they do a great job of spreading the court with shooters. She's, it's hard to double team her. You got to be really, really quick to the ball. But I think the other thing is she finds other ways to score. She'll offensive rebound. There's a lot of big kids aren't great free throw shooters. She's a great free throw shooter, so if you foul her, she's going to score. But in the women's game, a taller player is really, really hard to defend because, you don't have someone who can out jump them and things like that. So we've played against the Brittany Greiners and Charlie Colliers and now Yoki Lee. I mean, she's the best post player in the country probably right now, and her numbers warrant that. Thank you, guys.